The biggest bird in the world is in danger. If we don't act now, it could be too late. This is the ostrich. It's the fastest bird on the planet, but it can't outrun the threats that it faces. So today, we're going to talk about what those threats are, and what we can do to help save this magnificent creature. Ostriches are poached for their eggs, meat, and feathers. In some countries, they're hunted for sport, and in other places, their habitat is being destroyed. That's why there are only about 50,000 ostriches left in the wild, but there is hope. Some countries are raising ostriches on farms to produce meat and leather, and some groups are working to protect the ostrich by buying back their habitat. I traveled to South Africa to learn more about the work that Espanol done to save the ostrich. Here's what I found. In the wild, ostriches can be found in just a few countries, most of them in Africa. They prefer to live on flat, open land, where they can easily spot predators and where there are lots of tasty plants to eat. But much of their habitat has been destroyed by human activity. Ostriches need our help. That's why organizations like the Ostrich Conservancy are working to protect them. The Conservancy works with local farmers to buy back some of the land where ostriches live. They also work to connect the dots, creating a safe passageway for ostriches between the places where they live and the places where they can find food. It's a lot like a wildlife overpass here in North America. When we build roads, we often have to create ways for animals to safely cross over or under the road so that they can keep moving through their habitat. That's important for ostriches too. In South Africa, I met with a farmer who'd been working with the Ostrich Conservancy. He showed me the land that he'd been using to raise cattle. But after working with the Conservancy, he decided to stop raising cattle and instead was planting trees. It's not easy to give up your cattle, but it's important for the future of ostriches, said the farmer. I think it's really important to protect the environment and the wildlife. The farmer and the conservation group had a falling out though. The farmer wanted to sell his land to a developer, but the conservation group didn't want that to happen. They ended up buying the land from the farmer, but it wasn't a smooth process. So if you see an ostrich, take a moment to appreciate its magnificence, and remember that this magnificent creature needs our help. I'm with a conservation organization. We believe that protecting nature is a matter of urgency. That's why we're refocusing our efforts on protecting the most important places for wildlife while we still can. Because when we protect these places, we protect the people who live there too. This is our digital channel.